My name is DebraAnnMatthews, and those of you who are old school, you know what I'm doing when I'm taking this comb and I'm scratching my scalp. Mm. My channel is called Lose Weight With Me, and I just had an epiphany. Listen, 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 listen. But in the meantime, I'm going to get my hair washed today at the beauty school. So I put some coconut oil in it last night because I couldn't find my conditioner, and it wasn't lost. I just don't know how to be looking for stuff. And today I see the Carol's Daughter Pre-Poo, which is a conditioner. But anyway, it was on the floor, and that's okay. I'm gonna put it back on the floor, and next week when I get to go get my hair washed, I'm not gonna know where it is anyway. But then I saw my wild hair growth oil, and this bad boy says it'll help grow your eyebrows and your lashes and your nails. So I put some on that, and then it says that you can wash this when you put it in your hair. You can also wash it. So we don't read the directions, but I need to really make sure that I get my hair moisturized so that it'll be moisturized when I get there. And then when they wash it and condition it, it's even more moisture. But this stuff is good. I've used these for years, but it's really good stuff. It has oils of coconut, olive oil, rice bran, cocoa butter, acerola, I don't know what that is, pomegranate, I know what pomegranate is, rose hip, pumpkin seed, extracts of mushrooms, chickpeas, lentils, cocoa mass, and sesame seed, essential oils of clary, sage, eucalyptus, frankincense, geranium, grape nut, lavender, and peppermint. Maybe we could eat this, okay? So that's a good thing. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to be putting it on my fingernails, my brows, and my eyes, but maybe just once a week. But anywho, come on in and hit the like button. Um, I want to just say that on Sunday, my friend Horace Smith passed away suddenly, and so we are all in mourning, and we miss him dearly. And I called him at 1 o'clock, so this is how much I talk to him. Sometimes we'll go 6 months without talking. Sometimes we'll go a month without talking, but it was nothing. I mean, we gonna talk. We're gonna communicate. Sometimes we'll talk every few weeks, but it was great. And he was definitely a light. When people say that people are a light, it's true. Everybody says the same thing. And I have the pleasure of writing his obituary, and it's with honor because I was the one when I Google his name in my files, I got about 15 different things I wrote for him. It was always, I want to do this, I'm writing it up. I want to do this, I'm writing it up. I'm researching, giving him options. Okay, think about this. They have a banjo festival in Oklahoma. There's a famous banjo player who plays in New York City 2 and 3 times within a 12-month period. Alexa, stop. So when I tell you, he was my friend, known him since 16. I told him when you first came to the radio station, because we were one-on-one communicators, he came with Gwen, and I was like, you didn't even speak. He was like, that's because I was trying to talk up on Gwen. So just all those years being in college together, laughing, and oh my goodness, having a good time. Okay, it was always a good time when it was me and Horace. Just wonderful. So, having said that, my blood pressure was like 147 last night when I took it. So, the secret is if I take my blood pressure pills and then take my blood pressure in 30 minutes, it should be down. So it should be like 127. So it's 6:31 right now. Hi, Ricky. So I'm going to take it at 7 o'clock. So y'all know what I want to talk about today. I'm laying in the bed and I'm thinking, one of the reasons why I'm so grateful for this journey is because it takes a minute for your brain to catch up with what you're trying to do. And when I told my doctor that weight loss surgery is a last resort, and he was like, okay, it really made me feel like he really cares about my well-being, my whole well-being. Not because we are meeting every month. I've been meeting every month since last year, but because the doctors are so busy. Good morning, Kim. There were several months when I couldn't meet with him, but the insurance wants you to meet every month. They don't care about the fact that he's busy or what have you. So, um, that's the thing. So let me check this out. Let me take this first. I love this thick straw. So, check this out. When I first got on disability, the insurance called a doctor to see if they took my insurance, and just so happened the doctor was down the street from where I live. So I went there, and they were like, "How often you want to come?" I said, "I want to come every month. I got this good free insurance, and every month, we would work on something." And ultimately, I said to her, "I need a wheelchair." And at first, she gave me pushback, but I said, "I can't go to the museum. They're building a new black music museum in Nashville. I can't go to it because I can't walk across the floor if I'm there." So after a while, I thought they sent me a letter and said they weren't going to give me one. I thought, you get so much mail from the insurance people nowadays. But then I had an appointment to go to the physical therapy, and when I got there, she measured me for a wheelchair. Because at first I wanted a scooter, because that's something, I don't know, I just seen scooters, so I wanted a scooter. But when I went to the appointment at the physical therapy office for her to measure me for a scooter, she said, "You can't have a scooter because of your weight." And she said, "What it if your scooter needs repair, they're not going to repair it because of your weight. You have to have a power wheelchair." And I said, well, let me see. So I started looking at pictures of the power wheelchairs. I said, well, okay, I guess that's okay. And then it came, and when they brought it in through the front door, matter of fact, how do we get it out the house? So it actually stayed in the garage because. Oh, and then right after that, I got a wheelchair. I got a. I guess it wasn't long after I got it, and then they told me just put your wheelchair ramp in your garage. So then it wasn't long after that I got a wheelchair. I got a wheelchair. I got a wheelchair. I got a walk. I got a But I guess they put it in the garage because when they built the wheelchair ramp, I wasn't here. I was in Nashville volunteering, and I was in my wheelchair. So I don't know. I guess I don't know. They put it in the garage. I used it, but they didn't want to give me one. Now check this out. I had a wheelchair. I had started going to. Then after a while, they were like, you got to find a new doctor. So I got a new doctor, and probably because I don't know why exactly. I imagine it's because when things happen, you always think it's something you're doing. So I imagine because I wanted to go to the doctor all the time. That's what I think, but I don't really remember. But in either case, I went to Tenova, which is great. It's right around the garden too. The doctor was a black doctor. I was trying to tell him like the things I was doing. He was like, and I was taking notes too. He didn't want to hear none of that. He said, "Don't do none of that. Go to Amazon and buy this, this, and this." So I have like, I'm not listening to you because you're not listening to me. So how can you tell me to do something when you don't even know what I'm doing? I had been exercising regularly, and I was telling him what I was doing, and nobody has money to just buy whatever you talking about from Amazon, okay? And then he was like, "And I want you to have these tests done, but when they get ready to schedule you, tell them to put you in at the Dover office." Dover is an hour the opposite way, and I ain't going to Dover, and I'm not even going to do what you're telling me to do because it don't even make no sense. Because you don't care about me, you care about you lining your pockets. So I Googled this doctor, and he had offices in Washington, Virginia, and Dover and Clarksville. So you trying to grab the money every which way, which is fine. I ain't mad at your hustle. But as for me and my health concerns, I'm not coming back to you no more. And then the people in the office, they said the same. They said, "Oh, lots of people say that about him." because he doesn't listen. And he was like, don't write no notes. I'm going to give it all to you. Well, if I want to write a note, I can write a note. That's fine. So then I got to another doctor who was a Middle Eastern doctor in the same office. And when I was showing him, I said, look how good I can stand up. And then he was like, sit down. You just bounced around like a 9-year-old. And then I told him, I said, I got something on the back of my leg that hurts. And what happened is, because I was trying to get up, I was trying to stand up on my leather couch, my skin and the leather couch made some nicks on my skin. And honestly, I saw a little blood on my couch because it's a leather couch, but I didn't correlate that blood to my body. And I felt a little sting, but I didn't see it, but I could kind of feel it a little bit. So when I went to the doctor and I raised my dress up to show him my legs and what on the back of my legs, he instantly sent me to wound care, and he had the wound care people come to my house, and he sent me to the wound care office, and then he signed me up for lipedema, which is what I have is lipedema. Now, I had never in my life raised my dress up and let a doctor look at my legs. And a doctor never in my life asked to look at my legs. So, what I'm telling you is that whatever is happening to you, when I went to Vanderbilt, and at that time he said, you have lymphedema. That's what he said. But I ain't never heard that word before. And I don't know what you're talking about. And he gave me a weight loss pamphlet, like for the surgery. At that, this was years ago. I was still, I was walking and everything. I was still working. And so what I'm thinking back to is how I didn't take him seriously because because this word is foreign to me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. And I'm thinking back now when I last week when Coach had me on the ground last Tuesday and we got up off the ground, that's when I could see the loose skin, the fatty tissue. It's hanging on just like this. It's just like that. It's just fat skin just hanging on. That's what lymphedema is. So now I'm like, okay, I see what you're talking about. And I've been in this body a long time. When I first got this fat legs and fat knees, my legs been big, but when my knees got fat, that was when, like in 2000, when I first realized, it was about 2007 or something like that. But I said, why is my knee so big? Because I had just come back from Africa like 5 years before. So I was looking at pictures from when I was in Africa. I'm like, my legs weren't this big. What's really going on? And I used to swim for 3 years at 5:30 in the morning. Then I jump in my car at 5:15, get to that pool, swim, 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 go, and then come home and change and go to work. Um, so as I'm laying here thinking about lymphedema, and my experience, I think a better scenario would have been, good morning, Glenn, for the doctor to show me a picture of a normal sized leg, show me a picture of people with lymphedema and lipedema, and explain to me how I got it or how people get it, which premenopausal, perimenopausal, genetics, what have you. But when you don't do that, then it's hard for people to see. That's why many months when people go, oh, I got lymphedema, my legs look like yours, I don't really relate. I don't really say anything because I'm like, why are you focused on that? That ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about. What we're talking about is controlling food addiction. So now I understand because I really see it and I understand it. It still doesn't make me pause because there's no, they gave me the thing to put on my legs and all of that. But, okay, I'll do it after a while eventually, okay, if I get somebody to help me with it. Because that's kind of a funny thing to do is put this thing on your leg, turn the machine on, blah, blah, blah. Okay, how about I just exercise? And how about I just work on my food addiction, work on my food intake, and work on my health, and work on stretching and strengthening and gait remembrance. But I do think it's okay to use that thingy wingy, but okay. So I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about that. And what it takes to help someone to understand what they have and how it affects them. Because the medical community just can't be trusted. And we all know they're only going to treat you with what they can prescribe for you. They're not going to treat you with natural remedies. They're not going to treat you with alternative options. I met some medical people who they have a way to do colonoscopies that's take an hour and it's not invasive. It's literally a machine but it costs like $1,000. And I met them at the home show. Because when people come up with different ways to do things, your insurance may not pay for it. And if your insurance doesn't pay for it, nobody's going to offer you that option. So, as I lay here, and you know what else I've been thinking about? And I wish y'all would share this with me. I was thinking, okay, if I write a book, what am I going to write a book about? Now, I do know one thing I'm writing about, and that's about understanding that I don't have to eat to deal with my problems. That's a great one. And then the other thing is it takes your mind to catch up with your body's goals. And I was thinking that people probably need about a year, if not a year and a half, 18 months to process how I'm living my life now and how I'll live my life after weight loss surgery. Working accountable, having someone help you with your exercise and help you with your meal plan. And insurance does about 6 months worth. The medical community does about 6 months worth. However, the idea that you're going to gain the weight all back is a very real part of it. It's not even, oh, well, she had that surgery, she gained the weight back. It's just like a part of it. It's just like when I gain weight and lose weight. For 2 months, I was running around the same 10 or 15 pounds, but I didn't really care because I know that I'm not eating sugar and salt and things like that. And I know that I'm doing okay. So as long as eventually I lose weight within a week or two, I'm good. Because your body is not a machine. Your body is going to ebb and flow and catch up with you and figure out what it's doing and make sure you're not starving and you're trying to make sure you get these nutrients in. I hope and pray that I can go and turn the oven on and cook the boiled eggs that's been sitting there for like 4 days. And I hope and pray that I can. Because I want to. I just can't right now. I just don't want to do it. Because my body feels uncomfortable to me. And I just don't want to do it. I can do it, but I don't want to do it. But I have food that I left out. It was frozen, so I left it out. So I hope and pray that I can put it in my little cooker and let it start cooking. And then when I come back from getting my hair done, let it cook some more. I hope and pray I can do that. And I hope and pray that I can take those clothes in the living room and just drag them to the laundry room. I don't want to do it, but I hope and pray that I can do it this morning at 7:30, because it's not going to take me that long to get dressed because I'm just going to put on a dress. So when I tell you that my wheelchair stopped working, it changed my motivation and my incentive to do those things because my wheelchair was my support because it'll hold me up. Then when I get up, I can be kind of, oh, you can do it, uncomfortable a little bit, but girl, you're doing it. And I just focus on doing it. Then I can sit back down, I can roll in the living room and sweep. But since it's gone, I don't want to do that. And my manual wheelchair is not the same. It's okay because it can hold me. In fact, I'm taking my manual wheelchair with me to the beauty shop. So, it's just one of those things. Just one of those things that a girl goes through when I'm angry inside. Don't want to take it out on you. Okay. So it's very important to understand. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. So we have the family reunion stuff. The hotel, like $200 a night. I'm not going to go to family reunion because guess what? I need to focus my mind. I'm not ready for all of that anyway. I need to focus my mind on what I'm trying to do. And I got an email. I opened up a letter. My insurance is increasing $250. So Miss Deborah gonna have to figure some stuff out. She got to go back to work, baby. Got to work, 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 baby. Get working, get working. And that's okay. I just can't do everything. So what I can do is just briefly before I let you go, talk about my April grocery list. So, and I asked for some menu items for my computer and it gave me some. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna buy this month. Oh, I'm gonna get apples, one banana pepper rings, similar to this is my hot tea. Similar to, I'm gonna put this back on my head. So, and that way, all those oils cannot mess up anything. Um, so I got these. These are pepperoncini. So I've been eating on these yesterday because initially they were so cute in the container. I never wanted to eat them. I'm like, girl, if you don't bring them things in your room and eat these, this is a vegetable. So I've been eating on these today. Um, so I'm going to get Bebo frozen mini wonton chicken and vegetable dumplings. I'm going to try that out. I hope I like it. Blueberries. I'm going to get fresh blueberries and freeze them because I realized frozen blueberries, the Walmart brand, they have too much ice in them and too many clumps. And when I try to eat them, the clumps don't taste good. But if I just wash and put the fresh blueberries in the freezer, they taste good. I'm going to get the chicken breast fajita strips. I'm going to get chicken breast tenderloins that's already cooked. I'm going to get chicken salad, drinking water, everything chopped salad kit. I'm going to get 3 or 4 of those. Fajun seasonings. Y'all know that's my seasonings. Hold on, let me show you. And they have low sugar one. That's the blue top. So this one, I put this on everything, okay? And so I'm going to get 2 of those probably. And I'm going to get grapefruit, a bag of grapefruit. I'm going to get fajita seasoned grilled shredded chicken. So I'm going to get 2 types of chicken, one frozen and one fresh that's already cooked. So if I don't feel like it, I can just pull it out and I can heat it up or I can not heat it up. It still tastes good because it's already cooked. I'm going to get some green beans, some habanero peppers. I used that orange pepper. It used to cost 12 cents for one. It kills cancer cells. So I'm getting a whole case of them. Ow, ow, ow. So I'm excited about that because then I can sprinkle it with my salads. I can mix it with my meats when I start cooking again. I'm going to get mandarin oranges, navel oranges, non-fat Greek yogurt. I'll get about 5 or 7 of those to go with my fruit because I still have fruit I bought 3 months ago that's still in the freezer because I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm going to get pecan halves and pepitas. Pepitas is pumpkin seed. So it's so good to try different type of vegetables and fruits and nuts in your diet. Just try it out. Come on in, y'all. Please hit the like button. And somebody, please send me a super chat, please. I'm going to get some pitted dark sweet cherries. I'm going to get pork and beans. I shouldn't eat them, but they taste good, so I'm going to eat them. I grew up eating them, so things remind you of as you get older. I ain't been thinking about no pork and beans my whole life, but hey, here we are. I'm going to get a red onion. I'm going to get red pepper hummus. I'm going to get 4 Roma tomatoes, and I can just cut those tomatoes up with my boiled eggs. I'm thinking of foods I can just make that's simple, don't require a lot of cooking, because I don't feel like all of that. I'm going to get some seasoned collard greens in a can, because what? I don't feel like my ministry ain't to be picking no greens. We're going to see about that. But I realized I got to eat some green stuff because the only green stuff I will eat a lot of will be green beans and a mixed salad. But the salads have about 5 different type of other green vegetables in it. Good morning, Ricky. And so it's really good. I'm going to get spinach artichoke dip. And I have some artichokes in a can and spinach in a can. I'll mix it all together because they don't put nearly enough spinach in spinach artichoke dip. And I'm going to eat that with some mini peppers. So that way I can just cut the peppers up or not. Okay? Ricky, don't give me weight loss advice, baby. Don't give me food advice. I don't need you to give me food advice. because I got that. You just hang on in there, just chill out. Send me a super chat, Ricky, if that's what you want to do. Super chat, sister. You could do that, but you got to let me do me. This is my grocery list right here. Okay, I'm gonna do thinly sliced boneless chicken breast because that was pretty cool. I like that. I was like, well, I could make a sandwich out of that, but I like that. Oh, don't be sorry. It's okay. See, this is the thing. Everybody has their own journey, but we as people, we want to give people suggestions, but you can't give people suggestions. You have to love people enough to allow them to manage their own journey. Once again, you don't have to give me recommendations because I got this. See, I got my list right here. I got my coach who gives me my food list. I'm good with that. Just chill. But men like to solve problems. What you can do is super chat me. Now we can go on a walk. You're gonna have to come up here and help me because I'm a little bit scared to walk by myself if I don't trust you. But I trust my coach, so I walk when I'm at the gym. So, just it's cool, it's cool. You can super chat me, Ricky. That's what you can do. Cash Apple sister. Let me go. Tell me where you want me to go shopping at. There you go. So let me get back to this because I gotta get ready. I'm gonna get Tyson oven roasted diced chicken breast. So that's kind of already cooked, and that's good because that way I can dice up some sweet potatoes if I feel like it, and then I can have food prep. So I like that they are introducing more things that are there. But you're not my coach, Ricky, though. You're not my coach, though. I'm going to get some unsalted almonds and walnuts. That's cool because I saw they had that in individual packets, so that I'm excited about that. I'm going to get some white chicken and lemon pepper sauce pouches. Once again, just something easy that I can grab and go or grab and eat with my salad. And then I'm going to get the wild caught Alaskan pink salmon. I think it's in the little container, so I'm going to get that too. And then I'm going to get the yellow bell pepper so I can eat that bell pepper with the hummus. Or no, I can cut the bell pepper up and just cook it. And that'll be great. So I'm excited about this list because I found out if I go ahead and make 200, buy $200 worth of groceries at one time, I kind of get more food that way. And some of the food, like I still have frozen fresh berries because I bought probably about 5 or 6 frozen fresh berries, then like 2 months ago. So I'm still eating on that same amount. Okay. And so that's what I'm gonna do. So I like some of the recommendations. I'm not feeling like a lot. I don't feel like a lot. I just feel like simple meals, but I kind of like some of the ideas. Stir fried peppers with onions. I like that, and I do eat the red onions because they are good for me. I eat the white onions too because it's just good for me. And I saw someone who took an onion, put some seasoning in it, cooked it, and she just ate the onion like that. And I was excited because I really wanted to make onion rings, but then you have to batter them, and I can't really eat that batter. So I just wanted to come in and just tell y'all about lymphedema and lymphedema. And I want you to put in the comments if you have lymphedema or if you have lymphedema, if you have a weight loss goal, or if you don't have. Some people may not have a weight issue, but just have lymphedema and lymphedema. And so I just think it's interesting how um, I just realize the significance of it. And my mother told me, and had I not been talking to my mother about this, I wouldn't have known that my grandmother had this thing with the legs, and my uncle and my aunts. Okay, and I I just think it's fascinating. Sometimes you have to know what happens in your journey. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Please comment down below, share. Yesterday we did like 22,000, I think 367 or 2,636 steps in my exercise class, and we did a lot of leg work, so that was good. But she told me we're gonna exercise for 20 minutes, 20 seconds, and then you're gonna rest. Because a lot of times in between the rest, I'll still be moving, and she'll be like, just rest. During the breaks. So that's really synonymous with my journey. Balance and just rest. Just balance and just rest and make plans. Yesterday, someone wanted me to meet with them today. And I said, you all don't have enough information for me to meet with you. I need you to go through the information, give yourself about a week, and then let's meet. And for me, that's called, customers call me a lot. They used to. And this one, they call me at 8 o'clock because I live in a military town, so they're very demanding. Okay, 8 o'clock, you want to meet me at 10. Okay. Good morning, Gerald. And so I have to learn how to take a step back. Take a step back. Balance, relax, and carry on. So I have to remember that. It's very important to remember that. So I am going to get my boots on the ground. I gotta. Oh. I got my boots on the ground. And I am going to get my boots on the ground. So, Ricky, where do you live? I'm listening, Ricky. Where do you live? Okay. Gerald, what area in Louisiana do you live in? I can't remember, but I wanted to know. I wanted to kind of get a frame of reference because as I think about my Mississippi, Baton Rouge. Okay, good. Okay. And Gerald, I'm not your baby. Okay. Now, if you want me to be your baby, Gerald, now we got it. Ladies, let's give Gerald our to-do list. Okay, Gerald. But I want to definitely think about Baton Rouge as I think about my travels. I've been talking to a lot of people in Mississippi, and my parents are from Mississippi, so they're from the Delta. So I was like, okay, well, let's start thinking about my travels. I've been looking at some things in Africa, and I'm like, they doing too much in Africa, But I do love me some Africa. I do love me some South Africa. Hold on, let me put this up. I just dropped some little medicine. And so I'm just thinking, remember, it's always important to think about what it is you want to happen. Oh, my phone, it's 7 o'clock. I talk so much. Okay. Gerald, I know, baby. We grown, okay? Make it happen. Gerald, I dare you. I dare you, Gerald, to make it happen. I dare you. And so my phone's getting ready to ring. Y'all gotta get off this phone. I gotta get dressed. Dressed. But think about lipedema and lymphedema. That's really what I wanted to leave y'all with today. And I want you to have a beautiful day. And I want you to keep encouraged. Because it's very important in this journey. It's no rush. Your body is not a machine. Your body is not a Tonka toy. Your body is living, breathing cells with a wonderful soul up here, good organs. And you gotta speak well about my organs, honey. My organs tell my Deborah, we good. You just stop eating all that stuff you've been eating and stop stressing and get your love back. So keep your boots on the ground. And so I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and hair grease. Have a beautiful day. And y'all pray. Well, if you believe in the son of the father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, I'm about to listen to Exodus now. Pray for me, honey. Pray for me. Joe, I know you're an old player. I was like, that old player right there. And so, and I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Peace and hair grease. Talk to y'all later. Have a beautiful day. We can do this, okay? One step at a time. And Friday will be 33 months, y'all. 33 months. Who is this girl? I don't know who she is, y'all. I don't know. But y'all have a beautiful day. I'm so happy. I'm so appreciative of all of my supporters. And I have a quote. I wrote this down. Uh, you don't owe yourself a lifetime subscription. You can pivot. And so your identity is not what you do for a living. You can pivot. You can change. So remember that. You don't have to be the same. You don't have to stay the same. Okay? Awesome. Peace and hair grease. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Gerald.